A flurry of activity this morning as ministers met to assess whether to take stricter steps to manage the spread of coronavirus. Afterwards, Northern Ireland's First Minister confirmed no change in strategy yet.
Look, the advice very much remains the same.
The Health Secretary explaining why this afternoon.
Throughout, our approach is guided by the science. That is the bedrock on which we base all our decisions. Our plan sets out what we're prepared to do, and we'll make the right choices of which action to pursue at the right moment. The scientific advice is clear. Acting too early creates its own risks.
After a third death was reported by North Manchester General Hospital yesterday, the fourth virus-related death in the UK, a patient in their 70s, has occurred in Wolverhampton. University Hospital Southampton has had to close its high dependency unit to new patients after a staff member tested positive for coronavirus. And as Wales reported 2 more positive tests this afternoon, the total number of cases has risen to 321. Every nation and English region recorded increases. London, the highest total, with 61. Nearly 25,000 people have been tested so far. Here's footage shot by one of them. Hospital staff in protective suits dealing with the throat and nose swabs they'd just taken through a car window. And since NHS 111 launched this online service, over 1 million people have used it to work out if they are eligible for testing.
Our 111 staff are doing a fantastic job in managing the increased call volumes, but the digital 111 service that was launched last week should really be the first point of access, and it is possible to determine whether you should have a test using just the digital service.
With almost 7,500 cases and more than 350 deaths already, Italy has begun what may be Europe's biggest ever restriction of movement in peacetime. 16 million people, a quarter of the population, are under quarantine.
We don't go out with people, we don't go to dinners, we don't have aperitifs, we don't have any kind of social gathering with other than, I don't know, the couple of, occasionally friends who come to our house now, because the advice is stay home.
Respecting the restrictions, the Pope's Sunday Mass from the Vatican was live streamed from his private chapel, and many communities are finding their own ways to carry on. This congregation holding their service sitting well apart from each other in the outdoors. Changes to everyday life we could eventually see here, but not yet. Catherine Jones, 5 News.